Your basic scanner like this one right here will not erase the transmission code in your Mercedes-Benz. It may say that it does, and it may show you codes, but any codes that it shows you are not correct. And any time it says it erased those codes, it actually didn't, because this scanner will not access the transmission control module. It will not read the actual codes, and it won't erase them. Here's another scanner that's a little more sophisticated. This plugs into the OBD2 port. And then this is a program that's downloaded on a tablet. And again, it will show you codes. In my case, it said there was a problem with the line pressure solenoid when there wasn't. And it made it seem like it could clear that code, but as soon as you clear it, the next time you turn on the ignition, it comes right back. Sometimes as soon as you turn on the ignition, sometimes as soon as you put the car in gear. Anyway, it was not actually clearing the codes in the TCM, and I've seen so many instances of people on forums, on Mercedes forums, in Mercedes videos, and they're going back into the transmission, dropping the pan, dropping the valve body, checking the conductor plate, checking the solenoids, certain they've done something wrong, when actually they haven't. They're just using the wrong scan tool to try to reset the transmission. How do you know your transmission's in limp mode? Well, you know your transmission's in limp mode because it stays in second gear. You can drive the car 30, 40 miles an hour max. It'll get you home. But you certainly don't want to be on the highway with a car that only goes 30 or 40 miles an hour. And such a cool looking car and everyone going around you. This is the correct scanner. The scanner that has specific Mercedes-Benz software that's not in the other general purpose scanners. Plugs into the OBD port, just like the other ones do. But this one will let you go into the transmission control module and read the actual codes that are in there and actually erase those actual codes. And surprise, your transmission is shifting again. Now, there's nothing on the dashboard that's going to tell you the car's in Limp Home Mode. Your only indication that the car is in Limp Home Mode is that it's staying in second gear. So you can check the conductor plate and solenoids using a good quality VOM meter, and I have that entire procedure in another video which will be linked with this one if you haven't used it already. Now this particular iCarSoft scan tool that you're looking at, I bought this on eBay. It was about $180. So if you work on Mercedes-Benzes, you want to do your own work, you don't want to take it to the dealer, you don't want to pay $1,000 for someone else to do something that you can certainly do yourself. I swear to God, when someone tells me I can't work on my own car. Anyway, this tool is a must-have. And it takes a little while to learn how to use the menus. So I think that I'm gonna do another video and show you how to use the tool to get into the module and reset the codes. So we plugged it into the port and it boots up to this screen. The ignition is in the on position, engine not running. And we choose Mercedes-Benz. Top Benz for diagnose. That's the only version that's loaded on there, so we'll take it. Now we have to find our vehicle. There it is right there. C-Class up to 2003. Gas engine. Left hand steering. Now we find the car. Mine is the C320 wagon. Now we want manual select. This does not mean the transmission. This means we want to manually select the modules that we want to access, because all the modules in the car are connected on a network called the CAN network. It's a 2-wire bus. We'll talk about that in another video. Select manual. Transmission control module right at the top. Waiting for it. Okay. Read fault code. Now, I know it says no DTCs, but trust me, it had some DTCs earlier. This is the fault code that was in the scanner when I first turned it on. What this fault code really means is that the car is in Limp Home Mode. Doesn't say that. Mercedes doesn't want you to know that. Mercedes doesn't want you working on the car. Anyway, there's the generic code that your TCM will give when it's in electronic Limp Home Mode. You have to push OK to get out of that pop-up screen, and then you push Escape to back up. Now we're all the way back. One more. There we go.